You've worked hard to earn and save. Now it's time to make your money work hard for you. This is Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida of A Better Way Financial.
And I'm Heather Branch here with Frank and Frankie talking about their ideas on ways you can better prepare for your financial future. ABetterWayFinancial.com is where you can go to learn more about the entire team and begin the conversation about your retirement plan. We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there. Or again, find us anytime at ABetterWayFinancial.com. So guys, have you ever been guilty of this with a paranoia of somebody else seeing your mess coming into your home? You start to do some of the cleaning yourself. This is a real situation. And if you are in this pool, you are not alone, as comedian Karen Mills points out to us.
But since I do travel so much, the last thing I want to do when I get home is clean house. So I hired a housekeeper. But little did I know that getting ready for the housekeeper to come is as much work as just cleaning the house. And now I'm on her schedule. One day a friend of mine called and said, "You want to go to lunch?" I said, "I'd love to, but I can't because I got to get this house cleaned up for the housekeeper." Because Sheila don't play. If she shows up and my counters aren't cleared off, she'll let me go. But I've been written up twice for leaving dishes in the sink.
Sheila don't play, guys.
Nope. As I'm listening, I could actually hear my wife yelling at my youngest son, "Joey, put your shoes away. The cleaning lady's coming."
Put them in the closet. They got to go.
We're all guilty of it. I have the same thing. My husband will make fun of me. He's like, you're vacuuming. The cleaning people are coming tomorrow. And I'm like, well, I just figured that if I do some light cleaning myself, that'll allow them to get in the deep. I need them to elbow grease it, right? Like that's my thought process anyway. I'm not sure if it makes any sense, but just like cleaning up our house for the housekeepers, I feel like organizing financial details and goals before a first meeting or review with a financial advisor. One, yes, it can make a difference. But two, I think that, again, that paranoia of the mess that everything is might keep somebody from making that appointment or cause them to put it off. They'll say, "Oh my gosh, there's so much I need to do." But thinking about the birthday, right? Yeah. Like there's stuff everywhere. I need to get all my statements together.
Yeah.
But is there some truth to saying, don't worry about it. Just give us a call. Let's just start, because you can help us, right? You can help us organize things and bring everything together.
Absolutely. I mean, the most important step is the first step, and that's just saying, look, I need some help.
Yeah.
I need to get this figured out.
Yep.
I want to have this done right, and I'm ready to make that next step. Do you want to have all the statements for all your investments? Is that an ideal situation? Do you want to have all the questionnaires filled out and everything like that? Yes, that's an ideal situation to have all that filled out. If not, the biggest first step is just scheduling a time to get together and really making retirement a priority.
Got it.
Because a lot of people plan for their vacations, and you might spend a week or 2 weeks planning a really good vacation, but retirement, if done right, is a 20 or 30-year vacation.
Yes.
And you want to be able to spend that time so that you're doing the most and making the most out of that retirement. And the first step is saying, look, I want to meet with somebody. I want to see what it looks like. Can I retire? And after that, you have the meeting. We get to learn a little bit more about you. What are your goals? What does it look like for retirement? And then we say, all right, well, now you got to get together some of those statements.
Yeah.
We're going to need to really understand your financial picture.
Yeah.
And then we develop a financial plan for you and show you what it looks like. Can you retire sooner? How much income can you live on over the course of your retirement years? You come into the office, we make you some fresh baked cookies, have a cup of coffee, and meet with one of our financial planners. And we just get to learn a little bit more about you, learn about what are your goals, what's important to you, and develop the financial plan with that in mind to help you achieve those goals.
It really is a fun process. People think, oh, it must be hard work. No, it's not. You actually get to sit back. If you're married, you're sitting there with your spouse and you're talking about basically a 30-year vacation.
It's almost time. It's like space to daydream. It's like, let's talk about it. Put it all out there. What are the big goals, right?
Yeah, exactly. I remember sitting there with a couple. They were sitting there talking about their future and this and that. And she comes out with, I've always wanted to live down south. And he looks at her He says, we've been married all these years. You never said that to me once.
He had no idea?
No idea.
Wow.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we had scheduled a follow-up meeting for the next week. He calls me a few days before. He goes, Frank, we're going to have to postpone the meeting. I said, why? What's up?
Yeah.
He said, we're down in Florida looking at houses.
Oh, nice.
That moves quickly.
Yeah, right. Escalate.
Yeah, but that's exactly what we do is we look into what are your goals, because when you retire, every day becomes Saturday. It's not just, oh, well, on Saturday I won't have any work and I can do whatever I want. Every day is where you won't have work and you could do what you want.
Exactly.
So let's figure out what that looks like for you when every day is Saturday and you have the time freedom and perhaps the financial freedom to be able to do what you want to do in your retirement. So if you haven't taken that first step forward yet, I encourage you to take that first step to look into what it could be like to have a retirement plan drawn up for you. And we're going to be able to do this complimentary. If you're 55 and older and you've saved $500,000 or more for your retirement, give us a call right now for your complimentary retirement plan. You don't have to get a whole ton of things together. Just come on in. We'll be happy to see you. We'll look forward to what we can do for you and how we can design your personal retirement. All you have to do, give us a call, 610-440-3722. That's 610-440-3722 for your complimentary retirement plan.
You know, we had a couple come in, they were in their mid-60s, and these guys were happy, but, you know, she was retired, but he was still working.
Got it.
You know, and, yeah, you know, I think for both of them, they kind of missed that, you know, being together type of thing, you know. Yeah. And they didn't know if they could retire or not. They knew they needed to have a certain amount of income. But you know what? When we actually did the financial planning, the retirement planning, and put everything together for them and showed them, look, if you take Social Security this time, if you do this to reduce your taxes, if you change your portfolio in this way to get a better return, make sure it aligns with your risk analysis, you know what? They were able to live on over $40,000 a year more than they were living on now.
Really?
They didn't know.
Wow.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
It can be such a fun process.
And with that process, just being able to learn that you could spend an extra $40,000 of income per year, I mean, that was life-changing for them.
Yeah.
We said, what would you do? Now, every day is going to be Saturday, so you have the time to do it. So don't say you don't have the time anymore.
Right.
What are we going to do with that time and with the extra resources that you didn't even know that you had so that you can live your retirement to the fullest and we can plan and enjoy it? This way, it's not as much about, well, I just have to go to work. I have to go to work, come home, go to work, come home. I'm going to purposefully enjoy my retirement and plan it rather than what happens. Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what we're able to do. We're able to, just by having them come in, just by, you know, learning a little bit more about them, what their goals were, we were able to show them what they could do in their retirement. For them, their goals were they wanted to spend more time together. They wanted to travel more. So we said, what trips do you guys want to do? What does that look like? Traveling more. You want to go a place a month, a place every 2 months, somewhere in the winter when it's freezing up here.
Yes.
And he said, well, actually, I want to work with a friend to record some music. And that's
cool.
something that I want to do. And I was like, well, that's a great idea. Let's see what that looks like. You know, spend a day or 2 or 3 a week and try to do some of that other stuff too, so that you can enjoy it. You can really feel fulfilled within your retirement. And so if you don't know what you're going to do when every day is Saturday when you retire, that's okay. We're going to be able to look through it. We're going to be able to find out what your goals are for your retirement and help you develop a plan to help achieve those goals. All you have to do is go to abetterwayfinancial.com and click on the sign up now button, and we will begin to have this conversation with you.
You can also click on the links we've got posted in the show notes, or again, the website, abetterwayfinancial.com.
Thanks for listening to Empower Your Retirement with Frank and Frankie Guida. To learn more, visit abetterwayfinancial.com. By contacting us, we'll review aspects of your retirement portfolio to include suggestions about how best to utilize estate, tax, and retirement planning strategies and other financial services, or if changing management styles is appropriate for your specific needs and objectives. Exposure to ideas and financial vehicles discussed should not be considered investment advice or recommendations to buy or sell any financial vehicle. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate, and when redeemed may be worth more or less than when originally invested. A Better Way Financial is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. Any client experiences discussed during this show are unique to that client, and they are not meant to imply or suggest you will experience the same results. Advisory services offered through A Better Way Financial. Insurance offered through licensed professionals at A Better Way Financial. Pennsylvania Insurance License number 301779.